The biggest heists you won't believe. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we're diving deep into the world of insane heists. We're talking about the biggest, most mind-blowing robberies that left the world in shock and awe. From daring train robberies to elaborate art heists, these stories are wild, man. These guys, they're like the real-life Ocean's 11, pulling off the impossible and getting away with millions, sometimes hundreds of millions. Get ready to have your mind blown because we're about to unpack some seriously crazy crimes. Make sure you stick around to the very end because some of these details, they're just nuts. This is some real deal Robin Hood stuff, except, way more intense. Picture this, 1963 England, a gang of 15 guys led by a dude named Bruce Reynolds, they decide to hit a Royal Mail train. Not just any train, this thing was loaded with cash, man. They rigged the signals, stopped the train, and overpower the crew. No guns, they used just enough force to get the job done. These guys, they were organized, they had a hideout all planned out, and they managed to escape with bags and bags of cash. We're talking 2.6 million pounds, which back then was an insane amount of money, like winning the lottery multiple times over. It was a huge scandal, man. The cops, they were under immense pressure to catch these guys. And the public, they were glued to the story. Alright, this one's like straight out of a movie. St. Patrick's Day, 1990, Boston. Two dudes dressed as cops, they just waltz into the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. Now, this place housed a world-class art collection. Rembrandts, Vermeers, Degas, the real deal. These guys, they knew exactly what they were doing. They overpowered the guards, tied them up, and in under 90 minutes they cleaned the place out. They got away with 13 pieces of art, worth an estimated $500 million. The craziest part, this case is still unsolved. The art has never been recovered. It's one of the biggest art heists ever, and the FBI, they're still looking for answers. It's wild. This heist is next level, man, pure audacity. We're talking about Fortaleza, Brazil, 2005. A group of thieves, they rented a property a few blocks away from the Banco Central and, get this, they spent months digging a 250-foot tunnel. I'm talking about a serious underground operation, complete with lighting and air conditioning. These guys were committed. They tunneled right into the bank vault, bypassing all the security, and walked out with over $70 million in cash. Can you imagine? It was the largest bank robbery in Brazil's history. They almost got away with it too. A few of them got caught, but a good chunk of that cash, it's still out there somewhere. Now this is what you call a sophisticated operation. We're going to Antwerp, Belgium, home of the world-famous Diamond District. In 2003, a group of thieves, led by a guy named Leonardo Notarbartolo, they pulled off what's been called the heist of the century. These guys, they were meticulous. They disabled sensors, bypassed infrared detectors, even had a backup plan for the heat sensors. It was like something out of Mission Impossible. They got into the vault and cleaned house. Diamonds, gold, jewelry, you name it. Over $100 million worth of loot just gone. It was the biggest diamond heist ever. They almost got away with it, but they got sloppy with the evidence and the cops, they were on their tail. Alright, this one's wild because it involves a bunch of old dudes. I'm talking about the Hatton Garden heist. London, 2015. This crew, they were all in their 60s and 70s, some even older. They decided to hit the Hatton Garden Safe Deposit Company, a place known for holding a ton of valuables. Over the Easter weekend, they broke in, disabled the security system, and used heavy-duty drills to get into the vault. These guys, they were old school, man. They made off with an estimated 14 million pounds in cash, jewelry, and who knows what else. The cops, they eventually caught up with them, but it just goes to show, you're never too old to pull off a crazy heist. Man, the stories we just went through, they're insane, right? These incredible heists show just how far some will go to get their hands on a fortune. It's like a real-life puzzle, figuring out how they did it. Some of these guys, they were masterminds, planning every detail. Others, they just got lucky. But one thing's for sure, these heists, they captured the public's imagination. Which robbery shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories.